Gevo has had a fantastic day today. I think everyone can agree on that. And I'm going to talk about it, but before we celebrate too much, I'm here to temper those expectations just a little bit. Now, just so you're aware, if you're new to my channel, I am a Gevo shareholder. I currently own 900 shares. However, this is not a to-the-moon channel. I am going to say a couple bad things later on in this video. Just a few. Yeah, Gevo has had quite the run-up today, 13.5%. And earlier today, I saw it get as high as 4%, and it's even slightly up after hours. Now, one reason could be, and if you've been watching financial education since the end of last year, you would know what I'm about to talk about, is we could be seeing the end of tax loss harvesting, where, in November, December, institutional investors, sometimes retail investors will be selling their losing shares in order to, have some tax benefits in the following year. And we could be seeing that over now that it's the new year. And that could be, there is evidence of that, as a lot of stocks are rebounding. Now, I'm recording this on Monday, so we have no idea what the rest of the week is going to show, because this could be down Tuesday, this could be up Tuesday, but just given the evidence we have now, yeah, tax loss harvesting could play a role in this. Another possible reason is this article right here, which Zacks posted today about Gevo. Their analysts expect Gevo to announce quarterly sales of 610K. Now, this right here, we have to take with a pinch of salt, and probably more than a pinch of salt, maybe a cup of salt. And mainly that's because Gevo, and this is where I'm going to start saying some, slightly negative things about the company. Gevo, as much as I love them, I am a shareholder, as much as I love the company, it has not beat any quarterly analyst estimates for the past several quarters. It's missed every single one. And so when I see this, it's great to see it is great to see the renewed interest in the company and the vote of confidence. But that right there is one of those that I'm going to believe when I see it. Now, this right here is just an average of these two guys right here. Only two analysts. These are only two analysts. One estimated 1.6 million, which is very optimistic, and the other one estimated 160K. We'll see what happens. We'll put it that way. I don't know where Gevo is going to go in this, but you know what? I'm not holding my breath for Gevo to beat this quarter's, analyst estimates. We'll just leave it at that. And of course, we're going to have to wait till the middle of March before we find out for sure. Now, another thing, and this is something that, a little more positive, something that it's great to see is, now I'm not going to read this. You can pause and read this if you want to, but we have more institutions taking up more stake in Gevo. And I do appreciate the increasing vote of confidence that these institutions are finally showing in Gevo's success. Now, if you believe the Motley Fool, which I never do, it would have you believe that the jump in Gevo's share price has to do with airlines being up today. Now, I don't see that. Now, maybe that's part of it, but right now, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, American Airlines, neither of those are currently exchanging money with Gevo. Now, Delta has a contract with Gevo, but that's not even going to be a thing until, I think, 2024. So it's great this, I guess I can sort of see the parallel, but when there's not an exchange of money and there's not going to be an exchange of money for a couple of years, I don't really see this as being the catalyst. Now, the article does make a couple of good points, and one of them is that, the stock might have just been oversold, and that's probably true, but we're not going to know that until, for at least several more days or weeks, because we have to see what the stock's going to do. There is a very good likelihood, and this is something that I kind of think that Gevo has just been oversold over the past couple of months, and this might be the price correcting on the upside. Now, the article does make another good point here, and this is where I want to get a little bit negative, is that none of what I said here, none of what, what I said here, none of what I said here in this last article here, like none of this is Gevo's doing. Now, the oversold is probably not Gevo's doing either, but the upside, the reasoning for the upside in the short term, that has nothing to do with Gevo. Gevo hasn't released any recent news. Nothing came out on his website here. So nothing here is Gevo's doing. Nothing changed fundamentally in the business. So we have to take everything here as short-term grains of salt. And because none of the upside is likely Gevo's fault, I mean, I gotta issue a little warning here. Now, don't get too excited about this jump up. I mean, if you're familiar with Gevo, this could end tomorrow. I mean, Gevo has a long way to go. A long way indeed. So if you're thinking of loading up right now that, Gevo has exploded today, I would hold off. And that's going to be the play for now, is we're going to watch and wait and see what happens. And of course, it depends on how well built your position is. Like, my position is pretty built. I don't need to add any more shares. So I can stand to hold on, wait a few weeks, see if we really did reach the bottom, or if there's more bottom to go. If the stock continues to drop like below, like more than here, below my cost basis, like maybe 450 or below, I may add some more shares. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna watch, wait, and see what happens. But anyways, what do you think is going to happen with Gevo? Do you think Gevo is going to crash tomorrow, crash throughout the week, or do you think this is the bottom? But anyways, take care, have a good day, and eat your vegetables.